Welcome to another episode of Remote Agri live webinar. Today, I'm glad to engage us again on the most important topic of finance and wealth creation through agriculture. I'm going to start by playing a video for us. This video is a video that we captured during our recent remote agri farm visit. So it's just for 2 minutes. So I want you to watch it. So just listen as you follow. This is another segment of the Own a Yam Farm package. This is another part of the farm. Some of you have 1,000 heaps. Some you pay for just 10. Some you pay for 20. As you can see, these are massive work ongoing. The real farm visit is tomorrow, Friday and Saturday. This is just pre-visit, just trying to show us some of the works that are ongoing at farm here. Staking is ongoing here and all that. If you want to join February to February, ensure you send your money as soon as possible. Send your money as soon as possible so that you can own part of this yam farm here. You can own it, and it's a powerful package that we have here. So we are transforming food production in Africa, starting with yam farm. And you being a partner with us is happy to transform what we have here. Some of you have 200 units. Some of you have 100 units. Some 50, some 30, some 20, some 10. 10 is the minimum you can have. And 1 unit for February to February package is 1,500 naira. We are building 10,000 heaps of this package, 10,000. So you want to partner with us? This is the opportunity for you to do so. We are not doing small heaps here. We are doing very big heaps, very big one, so that I can produce 1 big yam at harvest. Thank you. Okay. So that is from our this is another farm visit. So that brief intro is just to show us what we are doing at Remote Agri. So we'll talk more about that very soon, even as we start this session. And I want to move to my slide so that I can cover a lot for us today. So if you can see my slide and you can hear my voice, just type I can see and I can hear. You can see my slide and you can hear my voice. Just type I can see and I can hear. So let's do that sharply. Let's do that.
Okay.
Okay. So Wumi says I can see. Felix said I. Thank you, Felix. Omoye said I can see. Very good, very good. Very good. We are glad that you can see it and you can hear us. So I'm going to start right away. Today's topic is a very important topic in the life of both men and women. Topic around finance and wealth creation is an important topic that we must pay attention to. Topic on wealth creation is a topic that most of the time they don't teach us in depth
in our universities, in our secondary schools, they don't teach us a lot. So a lot of people have to read materials, listen to experts that we show them how to make money, how to manage money, and how to multiply money. And these are important aspects of it. So I'm going to take us today, we are going to have some key takeaways. You will learn top 7 laws of money. You will learn agricultural investment opportunities. And most importantly, how to partner with remote agri, which I know some of you have done that already. So our agenda today, like I mentioned, idea and opportunity concepts, 7 laws of money, agricultural investment opportunities. We're going to explore Kiyosaki model of wealth creation, then how to rejoin remote agri-farm ownership, a viable investment opportunity for us. We learn about what opportunities available. Then in conclusion, we'll ask questions. So the first thing I want us to take note today is that never sleep on the idea that visits you daily that will be the one to change your life. Ideas keep flying. I remember 6 months ago when the remote agri idea came. Remote agri is 6 months in, this is March 2025. Remote agri is 6 months. When the idea came, and we ran with it. Today, this is becoming something big, something massive, impacting lives, transforming the agricultural sector in Africa. So any idea that comes to you, never sleep on them. All right? An idea is something that can change your life. A lot of ideas that I've worked on over the years that have changed my life. So never ignore or sleep on. Some of you have ideas now, but you are sleeping on it. You are playing games with it. You are not considering it. But ideas can change your life. In 6 months of remote agri, we've been able to have conversation with organizations in the UK. They invited us, they saw what we are doing. So they came to Nigeria to do some agricultural ecosystem visits, and they invited us to that panel to have some discussion just within 6 months. Today, we had a meeting with a major food production company in Nigeria today, just because we decided to step and push our idea of remote agri. Now, you will agree with me that no farmer, no food, no future. No farmers, no food, no future. If you don't support platforms that are investing massively in agriculture, that are promoting agriculture massively, I'm telling you, the implication will be that we are not going to have food to eat. Even if we have food, we might just be managing with anything we see in the society. And this is the reason why we need to begin to pay attention to organizations that are pushing efforts in the agricultural space, just like Remote Agri is doing. Now, financial freedom is not just about making money, but making your money work for you. You earn more without exchanging time for money. This quote, I pick it in one of my friends' Facebook wall, in the person of Wale Olajumo, okay? This is the quote he put on his Facebook wall, and I'm using it now. Financial freedom is not just about making money. I can tell you that all of us on this call, we are already making money, all right? We are already making money. But what we want to do now is to learn how to make our money to work for us. Now, don't be fooled. If two people have $1,000 each, one invests it wisely and make $350. He now has $1,350. The other spend $650 on vacation and post cool pictures, maybe on Facebook or Instagram. He now has $350 left. One guy looks like he's winning. The other is on the path to actually winning. Social media is a highlight reel. In reality, most people are losing. So what am I saying today? That we should begin to be deliberate about what we do with our money. The salary you earned last month, the one you have saved, has it increased? Did you even save anything? So don't be carried away by people looking rich, but in actual sense, they don't have investment that is yielding for them. This is Grant Cardone, the author of 10X. Is one of the billionaire author that we can think of. Now, he said, there is an old saying, get your money to work for you as hard as you work for it. When I read that, it changed my life. Let me read that again. There's an old saying, get your money to work for you as hard as you work for it. When I read that, it changed my life. So is it going to change your life today as you are hearing it? Now, there are rules around wealth creation, managing money, and I just want to read this top 10 for us sharply as an appetizer before we begin to extract it one by one. The number one, reinvest your profits. So if you are here, you are into business or you are working, you need to know that all the money you earn, they are not for spending. You need to reinvest them. The second one, be willing to be different. So some people will look at you and say that with all the money you are earning, you are not buying Gucci bags, you are not buying special shoe, special clothes, Ashwebi clothes. You need to be willing to be different if you are serious with wealth creation. Number three, never stock your dump. Gather in advance any information you need to make a decision and ask a friend or relatives to make sure that you stick to a deadline. This thing I'm sharing with us is, we call it Warren Buffett rules of making money. The next one, number four, spell out the deal before you start. So you want to be sure that you are clear with the deals before you engage in it. Number five, watch small expenses. All those small expenses that deflate your savings, deflate your finances. You ensure that you watch it. Number six, no limits. Limit what you borrow. Limit what you borrow. That is well explanatory. Number seven, be persistent. Be persistent. In the journey of wealth creation, you have to be persistent. Number eight, know when to quit. Know when to quit. In anything you are doing, know when to quit. Then assess the risk. Any venture you are venturing into, either a business, even a work. You want to get a new work, you need to understand it. And number 10, know what success really means. This is very important. For wealth creation, it's not just you have money. It's about the fact that you are multiplying your money. Now, other things I want us to take note of, the 80-20 principle in life. For wealth, I want you to take note. If you want to be wealthy, it's about habits. 80% of your habits will determine how wealthy you will become. The remaining 20% is just math. Being able to calculate your profit, your loss, your income, your expenditure. But the most important is habits. Do you have habits of investment? Do you have habits that helps you to invest money regularly? This is one of the things I want to take from this. Let's move on. How millionaires make money. How millionaires make money. There are different ways millionaires make money. This journey starts from types of capital, which is the human capital, then asset capital. Human capital, that's your job salary. While asset capital is your capital gains and dividends. I always ask people, every quarter, take stock of your assets. Take stock of your asset. Asset is something that puts money into your pocket. How many things do you have right now that puts money into your pocket? Some of us is only our job, salary. That's the only thing that puts money into our pocket. You want to deliberately increase that by putting money into investment portfolio. So there are 3 ways to use money. You spend it, you save it, and you invest it. These are percentages: 50% to spend on your daily living, save 20% of it, while you invest 30% of it. And when you are investing, you can do active investing or passive investing. So when you do active investing, you invest in real estate, you invest in agric investment like the one you are doing in remote agric. So let's go into, let's dive deep into loss of money. Are you ready today? If you are ready, just type "I'm ready." I'm ready. If you are ready, type "I'm ready." Type "I'm ready." I'm ready. I'm ready. If you are ready, type "I'm ready." I'm ready. If you are just joining us, you are live to remote agric webinar. Today's topic is finance and wealth creation. Agriculture as a viable vehicle. If you are ready, say "I'm ready." Bukola, you are welcome. I can see your "I'm ready." I can see that. "I'm ready." Ajayi say "I'm ready." Good, 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 good. Good, 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 good. I am ready. So let's look at law number 1. Law number 1. Law number 1. Law number 1 is the Babylonian law. Babylonian law. Now, the laws I want to take us through now, these are laws of money. And I learned this from my billionaire mentor. His name is Dr. Habib Olamitoye. That's his name. And he came up with 30 laws of money. I'm going to be sharing few with us today. However, if you need a book, after the call, you can reach out to me. And if you are watching this on YouTube, you can reach out to the number on the comment section or the description section. We'll get a book for you. The book is 10,000 naira. 30 Laws of Money by Dr. Habib Olamitoye. So I'm going to share with you some of the laws from that book, and we move on. The first law is that save at least 10% from every income, profit, salary, or wages that you earn. And the concept of saving 10% is called pay yourself first. And this is called the Babylonian law. How many of us have have read the book, The Richest Man in Babylon. If you have read the book, just type 1. If you have not, type 2. The Richest Man in Babylon. These are Asian books that Ajayi says 1, good. These are Asian books that talks about creating wealth. All right. If you have read the book, type 1. If you have not, type 2. So the law number 1 is save at least 10%. Now, the concept of saving here is not that you save today, you won't save it tomorrow. That's the reason why they pick 10%. Imagine you are saving 10% of your salary since you started, maybe 5 years ago, 10 years ago. How much you will have in savings right now? And you did not touch it. Just imagine. Even if you are earning 100K per month and you are saving 10,000 naira every year, every month, that's 120,000 every year. Imagine you save that for 10 years. Just imagine. You save that for 10 years. So when you save, you are not thinking of spending it. This 10%, you are not thinking of spending it. I want you to think of this 10% as money that you are going to leave for your children's children. That's how you have to think about this 10%. It's not money you save for any day. It's not money you save so that you can eat it again. If you are thinking of saving for rainy day, you can divide your savings into 2. Save 10%, money you will never touch. Another 20% for a rainy day. So when the rain comes, you go to your 20%. But you see this 10%, never touch it. For some of us that we are Christians, we pay tithe. Have you ever go to your pastor or your reverend and say, please, all the 10% of my money that I've been paying in this church, I want to collect it back. Have you ever done that before? No. So that is that mindset. We want you to pay yourself this 10% and never touch it to eat. You can only touch it for investment. And this money will grow over time. If you have not been saving your 10% for this purpose, imagine you are saving, you now want to start and you want to start this and be doing this for the next, say 20 years, 30 years. You're saving 10% of everything that comes into your hands. My people, this is the beginning of wealth creation. This is the beginning of prosperity when you have the capacity to save 10% of what you have. Now, the next one is what we call the law of time perspective. This law says that savings are seeds to be sown. They grow and rescue you from poverty. You see, when you see billionaires buying cars, building houses, a lot of them, they get this money from the grandchildren of their money seed. So that means they invest their money, that money produce children. Those children now produce grandchildren in terms of money. And that's what they are using to buy all the things that you see. But you see some people, the first money they save, they've not even invested it, they are spending it. Maybe on HOMB, on things that doesn't count, that doesn't make sense. So you are here today. You are listening to me because you want your financial life to be transformed. If you are watching this replay, whether on YouTube or any of the platform, you are actually working on these things to ensure that this thing works well. So there is time for you to grow wealth. There is time. You need to add time to a lot of time perspective. Somebody said the money you save will come and save you tomorrow. Now, the law number 3, the law of abundance. The law of abundance. There is abundance in the universe. There is sufficient money existing for all who obey his laws. Now, this law is very important. Some people, when they want to start business, they will say, people are already in that business and that they might not see customers. So because of that, they are not going to do that business. You must believe that there is abundance for us. All over the world, there is abundance. Abundance of air we breathe in, abundance of land. We have abundance. Everything is in abundance. So you must not think scarcity. Even if you want to get job now, you must not think that there's no job in the country. No, you must think abundance. That's what this law is saying, is a divine law. Number 4, the law of capital. Capital begins with knowledge, not money. Knowledge drives business success. And I will tell you this, we started remote agri in 6 months, and within these 6 months, the value and the worth of the company has grown like ×3 in 6 months. Why? Because of knowledge. Most of the time, we are looking for money, but knowledge is the first thing you look for. Some of us, we have money, we have squandered it, but in this seminar today, you are assessing a level of knowledge that can help you to multiply your money. And that is one of the things that we are benefiting from this. Okay? Now, knowledge drives business success. Any wealthy person that you see that is successful, that person is operating a particular level of knowledge. Now, the next one, the law of exchange. Money is a medium of exchange. You use money for goods and services. So money is the law of exchange. It obeys the laws of exchange. So you want more money, what value can you exchange for it? I remember before we launched Remote Agri, we discovered that in our consulting business, we discovered that some of our products, people know the value, they want it, but one way or the other, they prefer to invest, to put money into things like food, for example. And when we launched out in Remote Agri, that was it. We begin to see people begin to exchange the value we carry in the company with money. Currently, we are raising our first private placement in investment in Remote Agri, and it is something massive that we are building with that. Okay? And that's the reason why we should maximize these seminars that we are doing. We should maximize it. So you want more money, bring more value to the table. And the value could be goods or services. Number 6, the law of conservation. Financial independence is about how much you keep and how much you watch it, save, and grow. So, like I said, the 10% you will save that you will not touch. And the only reason why you will touch it is because you want to grow it via investment. You must start that today if you have not started. Don't spend all your money. Number 7, Parkinson law of money. Expenses rise to meet income. Control spending like billionaires do. One of the things you have to do to yourself is to control your spending. Don't always want to spend it all. You have to be deliberate about this. You control your money. You control your spending. The Parkinson law, you have to go against it by all means. Don't let your expenses rise to meet income. Let me give you an example. All of a sudden, they increase your money in your workplace from 100,000 to 250,000. That's like 150% increase. Now, the bags you've been eyeing before that you want to buy, you will just suddenly remember that your money has increased. You will start going for such bags. You will look at places you have not eaten before, and you go there, you want to go and eat there. These are the things you will now start looking at. And I bet it with you, in no time, that money will not be enough again. The 250,000 will not be enough. You are saying 100,000 is not enough now. If you don't go against Pakistan law, very soon 250,000 will not be enough. After a while, 500,000 will not be enough. All right. After another time, 1 million naira will not be enough. I'm talking about monthly expenses. Before you know, 1.2 million will not be enough for you monthly. So you have to go against the Pakistan law. Let's go to number 8, the law of investing. And this is one of the major focus tonight. Why we are bringing agriculture as a viable investment opportunity for us. Investigate before you invest. This is very important. Investigate before you invest. If you are here, people have been bringing you opportunity. You need to investigate. Don't waste your resources on unprofitable venture. Let me say that again. Don't waste your resources on unprofitable venture. So we have savings, which we said save your 10%. We have invest. Let your savings work for you by investing it. We have diversification. Safeguard your fortune with diverse investment. Some of you've not invested in agriculture before, but you've invested in stock market, you invested in real estate, but it's time to diversify by considering agriculture. You need to be patient. Quit the get-rich mindset and focus on the long term. I'm telling you, by the time as we start opening our investment package into agriculture and remote agri, you will know that it takes time. Don't be carried away by people that will say, drop 10,000 naira in 2 hours, it will become 20,000. A lot of people are fall for that scam. Don't be carried away with that. And number 5, invest in yourself. The reason why we do remote agri seminar is a way of investing into yourself. You see, this seminar I'm giving for us for free. Organizations pay heavily to bring me in to deploy this kind of seminar. If you follow me well on Facebook, you will see a corporate training that I posted today, where I facilitated a session for an organization. All right. So people pay a lot to listen to what I'm presenting to you today. So investing in yourself is attending seminars like this, reading books, which is very important, because when you invest in yourself, it makes your thinking to be sharp. It makes you to be able to see eye of opportunity. When you see opportunity, you know good opportunity. So invest in yourself, keep learning, and keep gaining skills. What I've learned today is because of the fact that I prioritize capacity building and investing in knowledge. Number 9, the law of compound interest. The law of compound interest says it leads to prosperity. Load savings into fixed deposit for rollover. So I will explain this to you. You see, this compound interest is, they taught us in mathematics, maybe in secondary school or something. This compound interest, they said, is the 8 wonders in the world. You know, they used to say there are 7 wonders in the world. This compound interest is the 8th one. What does it mean and how does it work? It means that when you put in your money into investment, like remote agri, and you put 100,000, maybe you put it in our pig package, and after 7 months, it gives you 25% increase, ROI. And at the end of 7 months, you have 125,000 naira. Please and please don't spend that money. Don't spend it, don't touch it. They now said if you roll that money over again into another fixed investment, maybe for another step, let's even use remote agri as the vehicle you want to use for the next 2-3 years. You cash that money, you now put in 125 back again for another 7 months. And the thing gives you another 25%. You did not cash it out, or you cash it out and you put it again. By the time you do that, after 7 years, do you know what will happen to your money? The total you have started with and the one that you are reinvesting, the two money will be equal. It will be equal. And before you know, you make a lot of money. So imagine you rolling over 1 million naira, 10 million naira, 100 million naira, and you are rolling it over for the space of 7 years without touching it. If there's anything you will leave from this conversation today, is the fact that have a kind of money that you put in investment and you roll over and you are not going to touch for the next 7 years. If you do that, you will engage this 8th wonder of the world called the law of compound interest. Now, all these things, I learned them by reading, by attending seminars, by studying, and the billionaires, they understood these principles very well. So as you engage and you turn over your money with remote agri platform, please and please don't go and buy the next shoe, don't go and buy the next bag, don't go and blow the money. You know, we said you should save 10% of your money in such a way that you will not touch it for years. If you are looking for money to touch, have another 20% you are saving somewhere. That one will be money for rainy day. So anything that comes, any emergency, anything that comes, you touch that 20%. But you see that 10%, look at it that you are paying yourself another tithe that you will never go back and ask. Just like we pay God our 10% and we give it to our pastors, and we will not go back to say, where is my 10%? Where is my 10%? Have another 10% for yourself that you are going to use to play the money game. Number 10, the law of accumulation. Great accomplishments start with small unseen sacrifices, and prepared mind always attracts luck. For some people that already have money now, they are already keen to remote agri platform. They are now owning their own farm, their own pig farm remotely. It's because they have money. If you don't have money now and you're on this call, all the things I'm saying now, by the time we start opening the investment opportunity in the agricultural sector, you just say, these are wonderful opportunity, but you might not have the money to put in immediately. But it's not late for you. You can start putting money together now, and it's going to accumulate. There is no way it will not accumulate. And when you are saving, you can make your savings automated. There are some platforms that can withdraw money from your main platform and be saving for you maybe every day, every week, every month, or every quarter, depending on you. I remember I used that platform some years ago. I instructed them every week, go to my account, remove 2,000 naira for savings. After a while, I started increasing it. Remove 5,000 naira for my savings, and I'm not going to touch it. After a while, 10,000 naira every week. It goes there, you set the timing. It goes there at a particular time. I can't market some of the platform now because they've not paid us for these advertisements, so I can't mention their name. They will remove that money for you. So it's going to be an automation. Any month they get there and they didn't meet money, or any week, they get there, they didn't meet money, they come back again the following week. So it just goes in like that. And of course, the money, they will give you a percentage when you do that. Let's look at law number 11, the law of acceleration. This acceleration means speed and focus, hastening financial freedom. Focus is key to success. You see, when you are just starting and you just started saving, it might be like you are struggling to achieve it, to do it. But after a while, it will just keep rolling in. And as it keeps rolling in, you just discover that because you focus on it, the thing becomes more easier and your money keeps accumulating. With that, you can do something bigger and better. Now we have the Murchison law of money. He said money is like a manual, and money is like manual. Spread it, it helps. Audit, it stinks. Some of you save money in your bank account for years. That money has not increased. Instead of increasing, banks are removing bank charges. That kind of money, you need to spread it into investments. Put it into where that money can grow. Don't let your money just be idling in bank and it's not increasing. It's not increasing. Put it where that money can grow. So the first part of my conversation today has ended. So we want to go into the agricultural investment opportunities. And why is it that we are so particular about agri and stuff like that? If you are still following this conversation and you are enjoying what you are hearing, you are learning new things, just type I'm following and following. Just type it. Say I'm following. Type it. Felix says, please tell on how to save money automatically, please. Okay, like I said, is a platform you are going to use. And this platform, they have mobile apps that you can download, and you connect it to your bank account, and it picks money there automatically based on your instruction, and it goes in like that. All right, so like I said, I'm not going to announce any of those platforms, but you can chat me up on WhatsApp if you are on our remote agri platform. And if you are here, you are not on our WhatsApp group, then just let me know so that we know what to do for you. So we want to go into agricultural investment opportunities. Now, my first call for us is that invest in Nigeria's agriculture. It's a smart move for you in 2025. There is no way I can explain it, but I just know that it's a smart move for you in 2025. Invest in Nigeria's agriculture. You need to consider it. Anything you can do it yourself at the backyard, in your house, and do sack farming. You can partner with platforms like Remote Agri and support agriculture. You yourself, you can decide to buy land and do farming on a large scale or on a small scale. Anyhow, you can do it. Anything you do as far as agriculture is concerned is a smart move. Whether you are selling the food, or you are growing the food, or you are processing the food, or you are packaging the food, or any area of the value chain you want to come in, is a smart move for you in 2025. Now, agriculture and wealth creation overview. Agriculture is historically proven for wealth generation. There is global demand for food. Global demand for food is consistently rising, and this creates opportunity for sustainable wealth. Okay, agriculture contributes significantly to national GDP, employment, and poverty reduction. All right, this is what agriculture is doing for us, and we need to pay attention to everything that has to do with agriculture. You have to pay attention to it. So why choose agriculture? Sustainable income through food and livestock production, high ROI potential due to increasing food demands, diverse investment opportunities. You can be in production, you can be in logistics, you can be in tech. Social impact, it has food security and employment. This is why you should choose agriculture. At this time that food is on the increase in Nigeria and across Africa as well, food is increasing. Now, practical tips for new agri investors. Start small and scale gradually. In remote agri, we have done it in such a way that you don't have excuse. You don't have excuse. Your 15,000 naira can start something with remote agri as far as agri investment is concerned. 15,000 naira, I'm telling you. So you don't have any excuse to say, I don't have the millions. All right? So engage in constant learning and capacity building. This is very important. You need to attend seminars like this deliberately. Be taking notes. As you see what I'm engaging us with, be taking notes. Network and partner with experienced stakeholders like remote agri. Partner with us. Invest in reliable technology and infrastructure. Of course, this is one of the things we have in remote agri. They focus on quality and sustainable practice. In remote agri, as we do this kind of practical, financial, and wealth creation side, we also look at practical farming, and I know that by next month, we definitely look at some practical side of agriculture that has to do with how you plant, some of the planting techniques, some of those things. We'll definitely look around something like that in our next seminar next month, so that as you do this, you also learn that. So there are sustainable practices in agriculture that you can be part of. The next thing, prominent agri sector that we can start looking at in agri sector. Crop production. In remote agri, we are primarily starting our activity with primary crop production, primary food production. All right. We know there is cash crop and there is food crop. So we are focusing primarily on food crop. So in our farm in Ile-Ife, Osun State, Nigeria, we have over 10 crops that we farm. But the one we open for public to be part of is our yam farm and our pig farm that you can own remotely. So we have rice, maize, cassava. These are prominent sector. Livestock farming, we have piggery, poultry, fish farm, cattle, agro-processing, food packaging, preservation. We have agri-tech and digital farming, precision farming, precision agriculture, IoT, that's Internet of Things. And these are some of the things that we are going to be pioneering in Nigeria as far as remote agri is concerned, because in remote agri, there is the tech aspect that helps smallholder farmers and other farmers to be able to use technology in their farm for planting, monitoring, and things like that. So we also have logistics and distribution, cold chain logistics, farm to market solutions. These are prominent agricultural sector that you can invest your money in. And like I said, remote agri is starting with food crop production, which is yam and pig. We are going to go into other solutions very soon. Now, before I begin to tell you exactly how you can partner with Remote Agri, which I know some of you have done that already, let's look at some wealth creation model that people have used in the past. And I'm going to spend some time here trying to do some analysis for us along this line. Okay? A lot of us here, you have heard of Robert Kiyosaki before, the author of that popular book. Who knows the popular book? Can you type it in the middle chat? This man authored a very popular book that a lot of millionaires and billionaires have read that book in Nigeria, and they can always tell you, in fact, for me, it's one of the ABC of if you want to start in the wealth creation journey, there are some books that we recommend for you. This book I'm talking about, Think and Grow Rich, is one of that books. I've mentioned one on this call already. That's The Richest Man in Babylon. Is one of that book. All right. Okay. Ajayi says, Rich Dad and Poor Dad. Correct. Mr. Mudashiri also say, Rich Dad and Poor Dad. Very good. That is that book. If you have not read that book, please go and read it. Go and get it. Go and get it. It's a book that talks about the mindset of the rich and the way they interact with money, and the mindset of the poor and the way that they interact with money. When they say somebody is poor, it's not because the person lacks money. Oh, no. You can be working and be poor. You can be working and be rich. And that will lead me to the first quadrant I'm showing to you tonight. This is 4 quadrants. They call it wealth quadrants or so. So the first one is employee. So a lot of people, they are employees. It is very common. It's the basic way to start making money. You have a job, you work for money, and you seek security. You don't want to lose that job. And as an employee, you trade time for money, you climb the corporate ladder, you become rich. Maybe 20% of employee can become rich. All right. Then from here, you can navigate to the right quadrant. That means as an employee, you can decide to be a business owner or to be an investor. It depends on you, if you have the knowledge. The second quadrant says specialist business. This one is also called self-employed business. This is very rampant in the world. A lot of people, they are self-employed, all right? And here you see control. You want to be your own boss. You know, some people, the reason why they left their job is because I want to be my own boss. So you want to have control of your time, which is fine. Okay, another one, you also work for money. You work for money. So you are still like the employee, but this time around, you can determine when you work and how you work. You can negotiate your terms. You own a job. This is also good. You trade time for money. You become rich. You can navigate to the right quadrant from here. Example of these people, they are doctors, they are accountants, consultants, plumbers, lawyers, any self-employed venture. Then you are a specialist. Let's pick doctor, for example. You started out as the doctor, as the only doctor in your hospital. So you attend to patient from morning till night. You keep doing that. Now, it's a good way to start. And I will use this model to tell the story of my my mentor that I shared his book the other time, 30 Laws of Money, Dr. Habib Olamitoye. He started out as being, this man as a medical student in the university, he has read Think and Grow Rich more than 100 times. I mean, from Pali to Pali, the way they do it. He has read that. He has listened to Brian Tracy materials, audios, books. So he has done that. And for him, he knows that he's going to start a business. So during NYSC, if he served in government hospital, he's doing part-time in another private hospital. So he did that during NYSC. Immediately he finished NYSC, 3 days after, he opened his first hospital. And he was there day and night, day and night. And he is not married that period. So he focused in building the hospital. And in 7 years of building the hospital, at that time, I'm talking about 1980s, thereabouts, he saved 34 million naira. That's how much he saved. Now, imagine 34 million in 1980s. If you convert that to dollar, that time is a lot of money. Now, he now moved from specialist to business owner. And that's the aspect I want you to pay attention to. If you really want to create wealth, is this right quadrant you have to be playing? You can start as an employee, don't end as an employee. I was in Abuja some days ago, and part of those people that I was training, and the person said, I'm about to retire. I need your consultancy services. The person is looking for what to do. And of course, the person wants to do business. Are you getting it now? So from employee, you can move to business owner. From self-employed, you can move to business owner. Don't just sit down and become the only doctor in your hospital and you don't have any other life again. Now, to be a business owner is a different ball game. Dr. Habib has another book that we recommend. The book is 10,000. How to run a business in your absence. How to run a business in your absence. It's good for entrepreneurs, for people, maybe you are listening to this replay, you want this book, just reach out to me through the number, the comment section. We'll be able to get this book across to you. It's 10,000 naira. Now, here, you want to seek freedom. A lot of people are tied to their work. They don't have any freedom. So here, you want to seek freedom. And when we talk about freedom, we are talking about a situation in which you can say that you have built a system, a good system, in such a way that you can say, okay, for the next 1 week, I'm not going to my office, to my business premises physically for 1 week, and things will continue to work without your presence. This is what we are talking about here. Now, when you are just starting anything, you have to sit down there and build and make enough money to be able to build a system, because any structure or system you are creating needs money. It's people that will manage that system for you, and you need to pay them. So that's the essence of savings. So here you seek freedom, you own a system, people work for you. Not that you are now working for money. Here, people work for you. Here, your freedom allows you to multiply and diversify. So now let me bring this one home now. We are building remote agri. Now imagine remote agri as 100 farms that we are managing. Of course, one person cannot be on 100 farms at the same time. So that means we have developed a system that can run concurrently, where we have built people that can manage those farms and is successful. Are you getting it now? So here, you have time to create branches. Dr. Habib today has 4 branches of his hotel. Of his hospitals. 2 in Lagos, 2 in Ibadan. Of course, it cannot be in those 4 at the same time. In fact, he told us that the last time that he consulted with patients for drugs or injection, it has been a long time because Dr. Abib have put people to work. Now, he has interest in hospitality business, so he's building hospitals. Currently, he has built 3 hospitals, 2 in Ibadan, 1 in Abeokuta. And those hospitals, some of them, in fact, in Oyo State now, by the time you count 3 to 4 biggest hotels in Ibadan, you will count academic suites. All right. So, somebody managing 4 hospitals, 3 hotels. Of course, it cannot be in everywhere. You can only do that by building a system. And you need money to pay people that will run that system. So here you will become wealthy. You can navigate to I. And that I is where we are going today. You manage vital signs. Vital signs means that at that level, when you own businesses, you are just managing vital signs. You are looking at the revenue, profit from the organization. You are training your staff. They are reporting to you. You've created a reporting system. You know if there is any issue coming up. And from there, so I will recommend that book. So there are 2 books I've recommended that I want you to get from my mentor today. And each one is 10,000 naira. 30 laws of money and how to create a business that thrives in your absence. You see these 2 books, even if you are not ready to read it now, just buy it and put it in your library. In the future, you come and thank me later. And these books, you can't buy it in bookshops. You can only buy it in his hotels, in his hospital, or distributors like us that have direct link with him. Now, the major focus for today is investment. This is where I'm going. I just started from employee. This is where I'm going. Here, money works for you. Here, you seek total freedom. When you hear, I am now financially free, that means even if I don't do anything, money is coming in through my investment. Here, you own investments. Here, money works for you. You allocate money to where ROI is the highest. Here, you become wealthy. And examples of where you can put your money. So we have the money market. We have, you can have royalties from maybe you are a musician or you are into theater and you produce a movie. There's a movie that is trending now on love. And that movie on YouTube has raking a lot of dollars. So that's called royalties. We have stocks and bonds, commercial real estate. All these ones, you need good money to be part of it. Venture capitalists, multi-level marketing, public traded equities. Now, this is where remote agri falls in. Investment. This is example here is where remote agri comes in, where you can invest in agriculture and you can have ROI or you can have food to eat. Anyone you want there, this is where. So this investment, as an employee, you can come here directly and become an investor. It's not only the business owner that is investor. Even you that you are still working somewhere now, you can be an investor. So how can you do that? So we have platform for you to participate. And let me tell you this. This one is just to tell you about taxes, how people taxes all around the world. The employee is the one that is taxed the most. The self-employed is the next. The business, small businesses, is it not the profit that they declare that they are going to tax? So their own is minimal. You see this investment portfolio This place, the kind of tax that happens here is very minimal. And you know, when they explained this aspect to me, they said that the millionaires and the billionaires, a lot of them play in investment. So they ensure that the taxes here is very, very minimal. If you are in UK, for example, do you know if you are an employee in UK, do you know how much percentage you will pay in tax? Do anybody have an idea? Percentage you will pay in tax if you are an employee in the UK. So that tells you that just staying as an employee is not enough. Your money must be playing in the investment side of it. Now let's make progress. Anyhow, find a way to participate in agriculture actively or remotely in 2025. So I want to show us what we do in remote agric and how you can be part of it with your money. All right. In remote agric, we are into agro processing, crop production, livestock farming, remote farming services, agricultural consultancy, and agric logistics, tourism, agricultural training, like you are experiencing some training now, agro inputs, supply. All these things are what we are doing in remote agric. So the first one that I want you to be part of is own a yam farm. And this own a yam farm is going to end by the ending of March 2025. The duration of this is between February 2025 to February 2026. So in terms of ROI, this gives you 38%. And then the unit per unit is 1,500 naira. So if you are looking for an investment to put in money now, that you want to say to yourself too, that me too, I'm an investor, I'm playing in the high quadrant as an investor, this is what you can be part of. So we have started this and we are running up this already. If you are here, you've invested already, you can still do more before we close the investment. Now, why did we pick yam? We discovered that in the market, if you open yam, you will see the face of that yam changing color. And it's because of low quality of yam in the market. If you see remote agric yam, as we open it, and you see how it is white as snow. This is good quality. This is bad quality. And if we don't support platforms that will bring good quality yam to the market, we will continue to buy this bad quality. So how can you join? You know, I said with your small money, you can call me. With your big money, you can call me. If you want to do 1,000 units, 2,000 units, 1,000 units is 1.5 million, 2,000 units is 3 million. You can do 500 units, 250, 125, 100 units is 150,000. 50 units is 75,000. So the minimum is 10 units, 15,000. That's the reason why I said you can't be on this call and say that I don't have money, I cannot invest. 15,000 naira is a good money for you to also say, I have investment somewhere. It's 15,000 naira and it's going to yield 38% ROI for me in 12 months. Yam is 12 months duration. So, and it is in remote agri you can see this kind of offer. So how did we calculate the 38%? So at harvest, we are going to sell our yam for 2,300 naira. Now, this breakdown is already in our information package. If you are on the WhatsApp group, you should have this information now. It's in the PDF. If you have not downloaded to read it, please go ahead and do so, because I'm not going to waste time on this at all. But what I just want you to know here is that you are going to have 38% ROI. If you are watching this, maybe you're watching the replay on YouTube and you don't have the information package for own a yam farm, just send me a chat via the phone number at the comment section of this video. Then we'll be able to add you to our remote agri WhatsApp group and also send you that document. The second package we have two packages. Own a pig farm remotely. Here, the ROI is 25%. Per unit is 2,000 naira. And the duration is 7 months. Now, this one, a pig farm remotely, is a monthly quote. The one for the month of March is going to end by 31st of March. So if you want to be part of it, send in your money. If you don't join this month of March, you can join in April. If you don't join in April, you can join in May. And like that. Because it's livestock, you can start livestock investment syndicate at any month. But for the yam that I explained to us, for the yam, is ending by the end of this month of March 2025. So if you want to be part of this, just reach out to us immediately. Maybe you are watching the replay, reach out to us immediately. And it's for 12 months, February 2025 to February 2026. You know, yam, you need to plant yam at a particular point in time. So that's that. So for pig, let's look at the breakdown for pig. This picture is from one of our identified pig farmers where we rear these pigs. So you can see pictures. You know, you can own some of these, and we are doing this for you remotely. For this one, every monthly cycle, we are targeting 5,000 kg, and 1 kg is 1 unit, and the cost is 2,000 naira. So at maturity, you'll be earning 25% ROI on your money. So if you want to do 1,000 units, that's 2 million. If you want to do the minimum, which is, if you want to do 100, that's 200,000. If you want to do 10 units, that is 20,000. So you can't tell me that all your savings is not up to 20,000 for you to put it into something that will give you 25% ROI in 7 months. This is an opportunity for you, I can tell you that. So as I begin to round up for comments, contributions, and I will also give my co-founder the opportunity to also engage the house before we close the webinar session today. The word in mind, wealth is not just about money, it is about abundance in various areas of life. So even if you don't have money to invest today, just have this my abundant mindset that very soon I'm going to have money that I'm going to put into this thing. Okay? In conclusion, it doesn't not matter how big an idea is. If it stays on your mind, thought frequency, more often than not, you have the ability to do it and capacity to perform it. I tell you, if you make up your mind that before the ending of this month or next month, you want to put 1,000 units into our yam farm, and you want to put another 1,000 units into our pig farm, if the thought frequency stays with you long enough, you will achieve it. Even if you don't achieve it this month, you will achieve it next month. If you don't achieve it next month, upper month, you will achieve it. And this is the opportunity for you. Also, no one can define how far you can go, but you. The truth is that we do not know your life, not at all. You are the one that can tell us how far you want to go. And we at Remote Agri, we want to with this business that we have started. This is 6 months into Remote Agri, and the impact has been massive. At the beginning of this session, I played the video for us. I will play it again before we end the session of one of the video from our farm visit for us to look at. So we have never seen your life before, and it would be very wrong for anyone to define how far you can go. Nobody, we've not, what we are doing now, we've not seen it before. And you partnering with us, we've not seen it before. The amount of partnership, what this partnership can give back to. Because as many of you that have partnered with us in Remote Agri, you are our key partner and you are part of it. As I round up, this is the social impact in Remote Agri, job creation and economic empowerment. If you are there at the farm visit, you will see people that are gainfully employed because Remote Agri exists. So we are creating direct jobs, indirect jobs, even in the rural communities where we do our farming in the Okpalakowe community of Ile-Ife or Osun State. So job creation and economic empowerment. We also have promotion of food security. Like I said, we must contribute our own quota for food security. The third one is empowering non-farmers to participate in agriculture. This is very important. You are there, you can't leave your job, you are a banker, you are a professional, you are a teacher, you are there, you can't go to farm, but somebody is saying, bring your money, let's help you to farm remotely. And that is what Remote Agri is preaching to you, that you too can be part of agriculture, either actively or remotely. Rural development and infrastructure improvement. This is very important because the level we are going to in Remote Agri, very soon we are going to be building our production site. We'll be building our production site where you will also be able to have opportunity to invest in real estate. That one is coming very soon. By the time we get to that bus stop, we'll be able to announce it to you. Something is cooking in the real estate sector for us, for agricultural development. So the yam farm is selling now. And if you want to contact us, the corporate head office is at Magboro, Lagos Ibadan Expressway. You can see the address there. If you want to be at our farm, our operational location is also at Ile-Ife. You can see the address there. And our contact is +234 8060 779290. And you can follow us on our social media handle, and you can also send us an email at remoteagric2024@gmail.com. If you want to visit our website, it's remoteagric.ng, and this is where we are going to be stopping this presentation today. I know that you have questions, and we want you to ask your questions at this point. Thank you very much. Hope this session worth your time, and I believe that you've learned one or two things. So the floor is open. You have questions, you can raise up your hand. We'll give you opportunity to talk. You want to make comments, you want to contribute to this conversation so far. Then you want to ask your question by typing it. You have the opportunity. The floor is open. Okay, Ajayi says, thank you so much, Mr. Dio. Thank you too. Felix says, for the pig, is ROI, is it going to be paid with capital after 7 months? Yes, both your capital and your returns, the 25% return. So let me use 100,000 as an example. With your 100,000, you will get your 100,000, then you will now get 25% of it, which Both will be paid into your bank account. All right. And like I said, if you want to visit farm, maybe every month, you have the opportunity. In fact, when we want to sell some of our pigs, and maybe you work in a company that they need pigs, and you want to buy, we can invite you to come. These are opportunities that you can enjoy via this. Pigs are sold by kg. Pigs are sold by kg. Let's bring in more questions and more contribution before I invite Mr. Oludare Mudashiru to add more contributions to this conversation and the present.
I have a question, sir.
Okay, we are listening.
Thank you very much for your time and for, for the explanations. I
Thank
understand every bit of it and it's very clear. So
you.
now, what I want to ask is this. In the unit distribution, I saw
Yeah,
that for the yam, the
yes,
least we can make payment for is 10 units. And then I
yes.
see one column where it is being written number of people. I think I think that's the last
We
column.
can't hear you clearly. Can you speak louder also?
Sorry, maybe it was because of the one. I don't
Okay.
mind feeling too low, so I'm just managing. So can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. So in the last column, I
Yes.
see number of people. Can you explain that? Is it that the number of people who would own the 10 units or I
Okay,
don't
let's do calculation. So the number of people required. So this number of people required, we as an organization, we have a target. As we have timeline, we have a target we want to meet. Once we meet this target, we might not be able to collect your money again. So that means, for example, if we have 10 people that we do 10 units
okay.
and we have 10,000 units, we might just stop and say, everybody go back with your money. We are not collecting money from you again. So that's what this number of people means. That means if we have 20 people that decides to do 50 units and the money is complete, we'll just say we are done and you'll not be able to come in today. So we have a target unit, which is 10,000 units of yam farm. I mentioned the one for the pig. I said for the pig is a monthly quote of 5,000 units. So for the yam farm, our target is 10,000 units. And this 10,000 units, once we meet it, we will stop, we will not take additional units again because that is what we are planning for. Are you getting it now? For some organization, they will say everybody should be bringing in money when they know that their capacity cannot manage it. And that's why some of these organizations run into issues. So if we have 1,000 people do 10 units, we meet our 10,000 targets and we are good to go. So that's what this thing explains. I hope that answers your question.
I
So
understand.
as it is now, we have not reached our 10,000, but the timing is going to close. Whether we reach or not, it's going to close by the ending of this month. By March 31st, everything about yam will close. So if you don't key it in now, you have to wait till the end of the year when we open the October to October package again. This year, we are going to start marketing October to October package earlier enough. That package will start from October 2025 to October 2026. The one we are marketing now is February 2025 to February 2026. So that's how those ones are. Any other question? Any other question? So if there is no other question, let me invite Mr. Dare to engage the house. And so Mr. Dare is our co-founder at Remote Agric, and he managed the operational end of the farm, and he will be speaking more from that end, some of the activities on the farm right now, and things like that. Welcome, sir. All right, you have the floor, sir.
Oh, thank you very much, Dio. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you for staying tuned. Thank you for keeping it a date with us to have the match. My camera is on. Can you see me?
Yes, we can.
Oh, you can. Beautiful. Just in the background, you can see what we have here. Hello. All right.
Okay, the network
So
is a bit.
you can see this.
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
We are managing.
So what you have there is part of what we have been working on, and I had to quickly, I mean, I couldn't join the webinar early enough because we are right in the middle of the season, and in fact, I'm actually struggling to stay awake, okay, because it's a lot of work for us here in Ile-Ife, and so it's just we are not yet at the peak of it because the rain is just coming in, and we are just trying to do as much as we can before the rain fully gets into top gear. So tie up all the loose ends on the farm. But set us to do agriculture. Our intention is not just to produce food. Our intention is not just to run farm. Our intention is to build systems. Our intention is to build systems. And because we understand the importance of building systems that can create considerably long. We are doing everything we can to put in our best to getting the job done. So it's an interesting thing for us. Remote Agric, it has changed the dynamics. It has changed the dynamics. The operational dynamics for us on the farm has actually changed. And we are also very positive that Remote Agric is also going to be changing the dynamics in the whole agricultural sector. Just take that for it. Take that for it. You can take that. Just, you know, we are not in this just for the short haul. We are in this for the long haul. So we can only but encourage you to join us right now. Join us right now and actually make mind to stay with us for as long as Remote Agric is operational. Hear the success story. You would see it. And if you haven't taken advantage of it maximally, if you have not optimized the information
Okay,
you
the
have
network
gotten.
is a bit down. Can I hear you again?
Oh, okay. Okay. But can you see me?
Okay, the network is a bit down. We can't hear you again.
Hello,
And
are we back?
we know
Okay,
that
that's
you
fine.
would
So I don't want to encourage you guys.
rejoin
Please
again
keep
so
it
that we
locked down
can
with
hear
us
you.
and let's do this together. Let's grow this system. Let's build it together. All right. Thank you very much. I hand you back over to Dio. All right.
Okay, so why we connect back because of the network that is down? Let's play again our the highlight from our just concluded farm visits. So we just do that, then he will rejoin again.
This is another segment of the One Yam Farm package. This is another part of the farm. Some of you have 1,000 hips here. Some you pay for just 10. Some you pay for 20. As you can see, these are massive work ongoing. The farm visit is tomorrow, Friday and Saturday. This is just pre-visit, just trying to show us some of the works that are ongoing at the farm here. Staking is ongoing here and all that. If you want to join February to February, ensure you send your money as soon as possible. Send your money as soon as possible so that you can own part of this yam farm here. You can own it, and it's a powerful package that we have here. So we are transforming food production in Africa, starting with yam farm, and you being a partner with us is helping to transform what we have here. Some of you have 200 units. Some of you have 100 units. Some 50, some 30, some 20, some 10. 10 is the minimum you can have. And 1 unit for February to February package is 1,500 naira. We are building 10,000 heaps of this package, 10,000. So you want to partner with us? This is the opportunity for you to do so. We are not doing small heaps here. We are doing very big heaps, very big one, so that I can produce 1 big yam at harvest. Thank you.
Okay, so that's from our last farm visit, where we do a tour around the farm to see what has been done so far. So as we begin to round up, let me call in Mr. Dare again, if you can see here his voice before we end the call today.
Hello, Dio.
Okay, we can hear you now.
Hello. Mr.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes. So, like I said,
Yes,
for
go
many
ahead,
of
we
you
can
that
hear
have
you.
joined us, please just stay with us. While as you joined us, just stay with us as we build this system so that you can be a part of the success story. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you, sir. So he said, stay with us as, okay, somebody said, I have another question. So he said, stay with us as we build this system. So go ahead and ask your question.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. Sir,
Okay.
I want to ask, at the end of each duration, Is it that for let me take the yam business for example now. Is it only our capital and profit we are going to collect, or we will
I'm
collect
not
yam?
sure we can hear you well. Oh. You have to speak louder.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Okay, good.
So I was saying, at the end of the year, for the yam business, is it only our capital with the profit we are collecting, or we will collect yams?
Okay, very good. So for some people, they want to collect the yam. They don't even want money. They just want yam. So if you do 10 units, for example, you are expecting 10 big yams at harvest. So we just give you your 10 yams. You can now go and sell it anyhow you want to sell it, or you want to eat it, as the case may be. Some people, they do their own and they are just saying, I just want ROI, 38%. So both their capital and their 38%, they receive it. Because what we do is that we sell their yams and give them their money. So in giving them their money is where that 38% comes in. So they have all their initial investment and their ROI back for them. So if you want yam, you tell us how many quantity. If you are doing 1,000, for example, and you say, I want 200 yams, physically, I will bring truck to the farm to load it. It's available. Help me to convert the other ones to ROI. Is available. So that's why we call it remote agri. You are part of the decision process.
It's all right, sir. I
Yes.
understand. Thank you, sir.
Very good. Thank you very much. So we want to appreciate everyone that stayed this far. I want to appreciate, firstly, I want to appreciate Ajayi Toby Febi. She's the first person to join this call. I also want to appreciate one of our investors, Bukola Kayode. Thank you very much. Imoye Felix, thank you very much. Olayinka, thank you very much. Oludare Bundashiru, our co-founder, thank you very much. Towumi Oluwagbemiga. So because you are on this call and we can just give each one of us to just speak for like 1 or 2 minutes. How are you feeling now? Do you got value from today's seminar and things like that? What's your view about what we do at Remote Agri and all that? Felix, would you like to start for just talk, then we end the meeting? Or any other available person that would like to open. Bukola Kayode, you have the floor.
Thank you, sir. I've
Yes.
listened to the lecture and it's quite interesting. So I'm really impressed with all the teaching. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you. Any other person that would like to talk, you can unmute yourself and just talk quickly.
Okay, I would like
Any
to a very big thank you to you, sir, because it's been a while I've known you, and you've always shared insightful and very educative ideas with us. Even though before now it has always been a struggle to participate in some of those things that you share. But I know that at least this 2025 is a different one. So I'm looking forward to being an investor, and I'm looking forward to being part of this initiative. And I'll also tell my friends and family about it, because even without spending the money, I can guarantee that in years to come, I will not regret doing this. So thank you very much, sir. And I'm also praying that more of good things like this will always be available for us, so that we can always be ahead of others. So that's what I want to say. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Another thing that I didn't mention, once you join as part of the people that have invested into this package, you have opportunity to earn when you bring in people. I didn't mention that aspect. So some people have already started bringing in people. Each person you bring, you earn 100 naira on their units. So let me give you an example. Somebody just made 10,000 naira today because he brought somebody that did 100 units of yam. The person did 100 units of yam and is 100 naira times 100. That's 10,000 naira. So person earned 10,000 naira today. So you can, once you, the criteria is that you must first be a member. You do your own, then you have opportunity to bring others. Let's have Ola Yinka.
Yeah, thank you very much. The place I am is actually a bit noisy. However, I want to say something. I've invested before in some other farms, and I was so disappointed. But so far, I think this is incredible, incredible one. What stands out for me is the credibility of Mr. Adetiluyi. And I want to implore you to continue in this line. It's really something that is rare in our generation. So thank you for being yourself. Thank you for being true for being a true Nigerian. It's rare to see a true Nigerian these days, an open and honest one. So I want to appreciate you and I want to encourage others that are planning to join, that you should join. He's a credible person. Thank you.
Thank you so much for talking about the credibility of the team that is pushing remote agric. And I must tell you, in this part of the world, ideas are not the problem. It's the credibility of the team. I've watched a lot of ideas over the years just gone down the drain just because of challenge of team and things like that. So thank you for laying your credibility to let us know that the team behind Remote Agri is a credible team, and definitely we are building on our integrity day by day to ensure that we deliver based on what we have promised and much more, because what we are doing is something transforming Africa. It's not just about the ROI alone. It's about the food insecurity problem in Africa. So it's big, and the fact that you are joining us at this time makes it worthwhile. Any other person that would like to make any contributions, comments before we end today? Any other person that would like to? Any other person? So let me just do a recap of all that I've been saying as we close. Let me do a recap of the opportunity in agriculture that we have explained.
So,
Okay, Mr. Dare, you want to say something?
Hello there.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes, I want to say something. Just before we, can you hear me? All right. I was also going, as you mentioned, the fact that there is also the possibility and the opportunity for equity investment in remote agric as well. And so if you have people who are interested in coming in as equity investors, yes, we are also open to such discussions, all right, because it's a big thing that we are trying to do. And because we are coming from the operational side of things, different from the fintech, angle alone that many people try to use to come into the agricultural space. We are core. We are 100% on keen on operations. Operation, the back end is the most important to us. Yes, we may not have the front end that many people would naturally be looking for. But when you connect with us on the back end, you get to know how huge what we are trying to do is and the vision of the company in itself. So we are not just democratizing on the basis of investments in our packages alone. We also want to democratize on the basis of investment in the entity itself. So that is also very important. So the essence, part of the essence of this is to bring on board interested equity investors as well. I just thought it also be good for me to point that out as well.
Thank you very much. That is very important. So for some people that might not too clear about what the equity investors mean, that means we are selling shares of the company. So for example, imagine we are telling you that you can get, say, 5% equity of remote target for, say, 50 million to 100 million USD, something like that. So that's where equity investment comes in. And it is a kind of relationship or partnership that makes you to be part of the company ownership and all that. So if you have people that maybe they are capital venture capitalists, or they are angel investors, or they are just high net worth individual, and they would like to be part of this kind of business, and they would like to own shares of the company, this is open. We call it primary equity placement, which we are also actively working on to be part of this. So if you have people that, or you are here and you are interested, you have at least say 20 to 50 million that you would like to use to get a slice of the percentage of the shares of the company, then it is open for us at this point. So thank you, everyone. We really appreciate you for staying this far. And I'm going to open the group. So you just tell us how you are feeling. Was it worth it? And things like that. And if you are watching the replay, we want you to take action, because some of the opportunity mentioned in this video will be closing very soon. So you will see the phone number that you can send a message to at the comment section of this video. Thank you, everyone, for joining us for the month of March 2025 Remote Agri webinar. It has been a good time being together for the past close to 2 hours, looking at agricultural investment and looking at how to build wealth and manage our finances as individuals and corporate entity. Thank you, everyone. I'm going to end the call now.